Very good evening to you. This is Newsline Prime, live as always from the Newsfirst studios in Dorset Street in Colombo. This evening we've temporarily moved to this latest slot because of course the goings on in political circles in our country has taken over our slot, which was at 8 o'clock, but we brought you the breaking news and trust that you have been fully informed of what's been happening in our country. To discuss the wider issues of democracy, we have been joined by the Member of Parliament for the Colombo district from the United National Party, Mr. Mujibur Rahman. Very good evening to you, Mr. Mujibur.
Very good evening.
And sorry to have kept you waiting, but you know, the events in Parliament and so on, we have to obviously keep the public fully informed, and you are, as much as we are, servants of the public.
Yes, of course.
And so thank you. But Mr. Mujibur Rahman, I watched you on television the other day, and you were making sort of very hard, eloquent statements about democracy and so on. But when we talk of democracy, do you agree, Mr. Mujibur Rahman, that democracy has been frustrated by Parliament in terms of the provincial elections, for example? The people have been waiting and waiting and waiting. What's your take on that?
No, actually for us regarding this provincial council election, everybody wants to go for the new election system. We all agreed for that one. So because of that only it's got delay. Otherwise government, we don't want to put the provincial election back, because we know only thing is everybody is agreed for the new system. So there are a lot of issues on the new system also. Even the election that reconciliation commission, they have put forward a proposal, but there are certain issues on that proposal. So all the party leaders, they said, so okay, then until the get ready of the new proposal, we'll go for the old system.
But then
only thing from the SLFE side, so they didn't agree for the go for the old election system.
But the SLFE,
so not from the outside.
The SLFE is part of your national government.
Yeah, actually they only from the SLFE side only we didn't get the positive reply. From our side, we said always, yeah, we are ready for the election. We don't want to the election, postpone the election.
Didn't you all sit down before you entered into partnership? Didn't you all sit down and talk about what you all are going to do?
No. The thing is this, you know, in our election mandate, there is we have given a promise to the public. If we come to the power, we will change the election system. You know, we don't want to go on this Manapa system. We need electorate-based system. According to that only, we change the local government election system also. So everybody agreed for the, even for the provincial council also, will go for the electorate-based system. So we have appointed the committee for that one. So committee got a lot of proposal from every party. Then they submit the report to the parliament a few months back. So there are a lot of loopholes and a lot of problems and a lot of disagreement, the party leaders on that proposal. So we had a one-day debate. So after that, all the party leaders agreed for until we finalize the solution for the problem of this report. So we'll have the election on the old system. But unfortunately, the SLFE, they didn't reply for that one. Because of that only, it got delayed
from
our side.
For 2 years, they
not 2 years. You know, I think there are more than 1 year, nearly 1 or 2 provincial council. Other one is another one.
What about the Eastern Province?
Eastern Province, 1.5 years. Yeah, that's
exactly.
right. Yeah.
1.5
but from our side,
no democracy for them.
No. We don't want to because example for C.
But democracy is there for the parliament.
You see, for example, when we come to the power in 2015, right? If we had the new election system, when Mr. Rajapaksa brought that system, right, local government system, there are a lot of issues on that system, right? We have taken nearly 1 year, more than 1.5 years to settle the problem, and we went to the election. After that, but we got the result. Is not we all not happy with that result. But when we came to the power in 2015, if we had an election immediately on the old system, we would have got the better results from the local government election. But we don't want to, the only thing is from our side, we say we have given a promise to the people, we will change the system, because everybody wants to change the election system. So because of that only, even the provincial council election is getting delayed.
Mr. Mujibur, let's examine the record of democracy, all right? The 19th Amendment passed like that, 1.5 years for the people in the provinces, in the east, for example. So why this difference between democracy for Parliament and democracy for the east?
Even I am telling you different, because you know after the 2015 we formed the national government, right? So SLFE and UNP, right? So we have to listen to their opinion also. So finally, always when the election, when we talk about the provincial election, from the SLFE side, always we got the response, negative response. They didn't reply. But first, we said always from our side we propose if we get in delay in this new system, we will go for the old system. But they didn't.
Can I put it to you like this? That the 19th Amendment was favourable to Parliament and especially to the incumbent Prime Minister. And that is why you all did everything possible to pass the 19th Amendment ever so quickly.
No, not like that, because during the election period, we got a mandate in 2015, we said we are going to abolish the executive president system, right? So, but for that one, we can't abolish the system inside the Parliament, we have to go for the referendum. Right, but in certain provisions, certain powers, we have demolished, removed from the constitution, right? So we have went we went up to the certain limit only we couldn't go.
Yeah.
But that is everybody agreed. Even the President Maitripala Sirisena, his campaign also. He also campaigned. This is the last president's election, right?
Yeah.
We are going to we are not going to have another president election.
Yeah.
So likewise, everybody we said. So everybody is agreed for the 19th Amendment.
Right.
This is not only the UMP proposal.
So it's not, you can't blame only the UMP.
Oh, you only the UMP, because everybody put their hands up.
Yeah.
So why scolding only UMP?
But I actually have not scolded the UMP. What I'm saying is that Parliament, Parliament seems to think that democracy only applies to them.
No.
And not to the provinces.
No.
The 13th Amendment, the whole intent and the whole idea of the 13th Amendment was to devolve power to the provinces. That's why you had the provincial council.
Yes, that's right.
And now y'all in Parliament has frustrated those provincial councils.
No, that's why earlier I told you, we are ready for the election, no problem. Always when we have the party leaders meeting, we said if the new system is getting delayed, we'll go for the old system, right? But only thing is, from the SLFE side, we didn't get any positive answers.
Right, I've got several questions to ask you, but today we're limited for time, so perhaps we should play this little clip, because I want to take this thing away from here and look at the international perspective, all right? And here we go. Let's play the international perspective. This is what happened in the seat of democracy, the House of Commons, right there in central London.
Sir Hugo Swire.
Speaker, when my right honourable friend speaks to the President of Sri Lanka later on in the week, will he point out that his recent actions are in direct contravention of the 19th Amendment, that the international community continues to recognise Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe as the legitimate Prime Minister. This can only be changed by a vote in Parliament, and that Parliament must be recalled as a matter of urgency in order that such a vote can take place.
Well, I certainly will be making those points when I talk to President Sirisena, and I know that a number of members are concerned about the safety of Prime Minister Wickremesinghe, and we are watching the situation with a great deal of concern.
You know, Mr. Rahman, That's in the British Parliament.
Yes.
They are trying to create, in my view, they are attempting to create a crisis out of a drama. Now, the last bit of that is a bit important because he says that he's concerned for the safety of Prime Minister Wickremesinghe. Come on.
Yeah, of course.
You know, and I know, because we live in Colombo, that the streets of Colombo are very safe indeed. Everybody is safe. What is this British minister sitting in the House of Commons talking about?
No, I think he may talking about the, now they have already reduced Prime Minister securities up to 10.
From how many?
From, I think, around, normally the Prime Minister, they had nearly 1,000
1,008 people, security
people, right?
for the Prime Minister during peace times.
Right. That is for not only for the Ranil Wickremesinghe, or if you become the Sri Lankan Prime Minister, you also will get that much of security.
I will come to work walking.
That is different, right? But now, when we after 2015, so even we have given more than 70 security people to the former Defence Secretary. Even Mahinda Rajapaksa, former minister, former president, he got to 201 security personnel.
And the serving Prime Minister had 1,008 people.
The serving Prime, after the removal of this Prime Minister, they have reduced up to 10. Up to 10, right? That is from our side, our argument is he was the, I think this is the third term of his Prime Ministership, and he's the 94 or 92.
This is the fourth term.
Oh yeah, 2002, and this is the third term.
Fourth.
Right, but
he
anyway,
served twice here.
Right. Anyway, other thing is he is the leader of the United National Party. So one of the biggest party in Sri Lanka.
So there's a special threat.
Not a special. At least they must give more security to him.
1,000.
Not 1,000. I'm not asking 1,000.
But he had
if the former Defence Secretary can get 70,
more than 70. That was during the war.
No, not now. We have given when after the 2015, we have given more than 70 still. 70.
Yeah.
Right, for the Defence Secretary. So he is the Prime Minister.
Right. Okay. But now I want to go back to this other bit. The British are saying, and so are you all saying, everybody is talking about that the President has acted out of the Constitution. What's the big problem?
Yeah,
wait a minute. They have only prorogued Parliament for 10 days, and now it's even less because we are told that Parliament will reconvene on the 5th now, on Monday.
No,
but Mr. Mujibur, why is it such a problem?
No, I am looking at on this issue a different angle. The one thing is there are the people are talking about the Constitution, right? A lot of people say, even I am telling, President has no power to remove the Prime Minister.
Are you saying that because you truly believe it?
Yeah, I believe it.
Or are you saying it because that's your party line?
Not party line, even the individuals, legal expert, right? Not from our party. Individual, independent legal expert also, they were telling the same story. After the 19th Amendment, there's no power to President to remove the Prime Minister from his post. Okay. Right?
Why did you all ask the AG for an opinion on a constitutional
I did not.
matter?
That is
the Speaker did it.
Speaker did it.
Your man, no?
But that is not my responsibility. No, his Speaker has from him. Even
so, what
AG said, AG has told to Speaker, at this moment I can't explain it. At this moment. Right, that is the letter he has sent to the Speaker.
What he said, that it would be inappropriate for him to make a comment.
Wait. I read
that's what he said.
Right? He has told to Speaker, right, at this young, he can't explain the I brought the letter today.
Okay, let's get on because we've only got another few minutes.
Right, so there are two issues.
Can I ask you one thing?
The only thing that, give me 1 minute, there's two issues. One is the from the constitution, other one is the mandate.
Yeah.
The people has given the mandate to the Maitripala Sirisena.
Yeah.
So right, UMP, we only the campaign. We are the people campaign to the Maitripala Sirisena. Our slogan was on that time, the president is Maitripala Sirisena, Prime Minister is Ranil Wickremesinghe.
Yeah.
Because of that only, President Maitripala Sirisena got 62 lakhs vote.
Fine, we all agree about that.
Otherwise, he won't get such a vote without the UMP. Without UMP, he won't get such a vote. So he doesn't have any mandate to remove the Prime Minister.
But the United National Party didn't have a majority. For the UPFA gave him the support. What happens? You tell me. What happens in a case when in Parliament the National Unity Government, you had a National Unity Government,
yeah.
You had the United National Front for Good Governance,
yeah.
and you had the UPFA. Now, what happens when this ball, a part of the ball is taken out because UPFA last Friday said, sorry, we don't want to be part of this. What happens to the cabinet?
You know,
what happens to the cabinet?
The thing is this, now before the national government come, the Prime Minister gave a oath in 2015, I think somewhere around August, right? After that only, we create the national government. So we brought the resolution to the Parliament. We passed the resolution because we want to increase the cabinet ministers, number of cabinet ministers, because we can't go the cabinet minister according to the
but
constitution.
My question
30,
is, what happens
right?
when that partnership breaks down?
If even UPFA they resign from the cabinet portfolio, nothing can be happen to the cabinet. Right?
Oh, really?
That is our argument. Right?
But why didn't you all go to the Supreme Court?
We don't want to go to the Supreme
Why?
Court. The parliamentary is the more supreme in the country than the Supreme Court. So we can sort it out this issue in the Parliament.
So you can't wait a few more days?
We are waiting. That's why we are waiting. We asked President to call the Parliament immediately. Why you are taking such a time?
The President, under the powers given to him, he can prorogue Parliament for 2 months, but he's only now done it for a few days.
Because they have taken the few days. They need the numbers, right? They are trying to buy our Parliament members, right? Now you remember, Faraz, we had this culture before 2015. Mahinda Rajapaksa got the two-thirds of the Parliament.
Why is Malik Samaravikrama missing?
No, not Malik Samaravikrama.
Why is he missing?
No. He's there. He's in the temple trees. I met him in the morning also. He came to the Papa group meeting.
He's got a big bag with him.
No big bag. Right? Okay. Right? All the big bags are with the Basil Rajapaksa and Mahinda Rajapaksa at the moment.
But they're out of Parliament.
They are spending a lot of money to buy all the Parliament members.
Right, I just want to ask you this question very quickly. I don't know if we have enough time. Do you know about the Kalawana electorate?
Kalawana, Ratnapura.
Yeah, do you know about that?
I don't know about that, but I
know
know
the
there's electorate called Kalawana.
Do you know the history? No. This is very quick. I'll tell you, this is a small story, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
There's a chap called Pilapitia, right? He won the election, but before that there was a petition and he was removed. And then they had to have a by-election. When they had the by-election, during the by-election, they appointed, the UNP government at that time appointed him back to the seat. But the election went on, there was a by-election. So then you had this silly situation where the election result had another member, some new guy. So we had this unique situation in that electorate where there was 2 MPs for the 1 seat.
Yes.
It seems to me that that is what has happened today.
Current situation.
As well. You see what I'm trying to say is that the UNP has a history where there are 2 people are sitting for the 1 place. But, you know, Mr. Mujibur Rahman, unfortunately, this is a short program. I want to discuss that's why I didn't bring it up with you, because we need a full half an hour to discuss that. Perhaps if you're free, come by tomorrow and we'll discuss this in full. Inshallah. Let's see if it is. Okay. In the meantime, let's, both of us, remember what happened to Jamal Khashoggi.
Yes.
And condemn
unfortunate situation.
A very unfortunate situation.
I'm condemned that.
We condemn that, and the world stands with Jamal Khashoggi. But I'd like to say to the rest of the world, especially our friends in Europe, that and especially in the seat of democracy in London, that Sri Lanka is fine and well. And your Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, and everybody else is well, safe and sound. On that note, it's time to finish. Thank you very much for bearing with us. Do watch News First, because we report to you the news as and when it happens. And in this critical time, we're the best at it. I'm sure you agree. Thank you very much. Mujibur Rahman. Thank you very much for watching Newsline Prime. Take care. God bless.
News First, Newsline Prime with Faraz Shauketaly.